Welcome back to the end of the road here in Tahiti. This is the Teahupo'o presented by Hurley. We're in Heat 11 of the seeding round featuring Owen Wright, Wade Carmichael, and Jessi Mendes. Again, three-man heat. Replay of Jessi Mendes here, Ross.
Yeah, Jessi, very smooth operator. I feel like Jessi's one of those guys that could maybe fly under the radar in terms of maybe a fantasy pick.
I have seen a couple tubes score that weren't exceptionally great tubes, but they're a tube for the day. That was a nice little combo of turns there. The wave's kind of slow and not that great of a wave, but the surfing was solid. You could see how good and stable he is through his feet, how much power he has. It's also cool to see this drone shot where you can see the little channels in the reef and then try to kind of take note of what the lip of the wave is doing, what the face of the wave is doing in the spots where it's shallower or deeper.
Nice kind of coil, that X factor, that first snap, kind of his lower body, his upper body were totally twisted apart.
John,
that was an incredible heat.
Well, we tied.
That's right.
Well, then I won on a countback by 0.1, but
that's one of the best heats of all time, I feel like.
To me, if I had to pick one heat in my lifetime, I would put that as my favorite heat. In fact, I got an 8-point-something in a final against Ace. I lost the final, but I got a good score against Ace out there on a right.
That's another world record for the champ.
Live action here with Owen Wright.
Owen, how good is Owen out here? Look at this.
And a nice finish for Owen Wright.
That's one of the most complete waves I've seen surf today, variety-wise, and he looked like he's really on, and it's really like sharp. I took note of that, and I think Owen kind of didn't adjust, and I actually was looking for the smaller, deeper waves. Boom, that was nice. Almost got bucked off there, Ross, but then kind of just went straight into that. Nice tail release, and a good finish. But yeah, as I was saying, I adjusted to the change in the size, and Owen was still looking for those 8-foot bombs, and they just weren't there. So it kind of played into my hands because I ended up on the better waves early in the heat. But watching that whole contest, I knew he was going to be the guy to beat. And it just sort of I probably picked up conditions better than him. Was all the difference was.
Yeah, Ross, he still has to be one of your favorites as you look, even to 2019 to the competition this year out at Teahupo'o.
There's a lot of talk about how west the swell is going to be and, the pros and cons.
Well, don't be surprised if I go right.
We've seen that before.
There's been some talk about the rights.
Yeah, the rights. If it's peaky enough, if the interval's short enough and the swell's west enough, you can get some really good rights.
Right. Well, while we wait for that score, let's check in with our viewers over at Facebook Live. Kelly, which year at Teahupo'o was the most memorable and why? Aaron, thank you for the question, Aaron.
Aaron Kioshek, but like John or something, Jamie O'Brien. Here we go, Owen again.
Owen Wright, nice snap off the top to open up his account. Carves through that second turn right back into the pocket. He's going to kiss that 1-point backup score goodbye and improve upon his lead at the 17-minute and 40-second mark. Back to your story with Griffin Colapinto. They call him the Sponge. With Owen Wright, you've taken him out twice here in competition. Here's a replay, Ross, of last of Owen Wright.
Yeah, he just looks really zippy. I agree with you, Kelly. That board looks like it's going where he wants it to. And right now there's a bit of, chop in the face. So that's a real indication of a board that's, switched on for him. First snap was nice and vertical. That's, just telling me that he went where he wanted to go. A lot of times you look at a section, he can't quite get there. But Owen's, getting to wherever he wants to.
But on the first one on purpose, but then just controlled it in he found a nice round arc on that second turn and drove right through it. It was great.
Got a 5 too, which is a solid score especially for how fat that.
That's a 7.5 out here right now.
Let's take a look at what happened while we were gone with Owen Wright.
Owen's in really good rhythm. Gosh, again, great snap. Just slightly hung up on that second maneuver, but got the job done. And man, drifting on the third turn. So Owen's putting on a little bit of a clinic right now.
That's sharp surfing right there. Let's see what Jessi does here. Good speed off that first turn. Just gets stuck behind. And these waves, when there's just this little bit of chop, you don't have that offshore to clean it up and get a pure line on the lip. And it's also swell dependent on the size and the angle as well. I'll do this little thing.
Wade Carmichael pulling in, coming out.
Nice one. You could see Owen wanted that thing. See if he can maintain his speed through this. I thought he was going to do one last little lipper there.
They had a good double up on it.
There's a few different things close to you, and then you look at the mountains far from you, and you can triangulate to the exact foot you're sitting at out there. So, but that also takes, look at this whole thing. Nice how to open it up. Just let those chandeliers come by. I would have liked to seen one more bigger turn, you know, use all that energy, come out low and smash the lip or something.
So let me quiz you guys before the number drops. Ross, first, what do you think the number is going to be?
Let's see, a nice little quick barrel on a cut down. I'll say 3.3.
Kelly?
8.5.
Let's take it. Look at what we have going out here in the lineup. Owen Wright.
Ooh, South Nugget.
Deep on this one. Right.
You can see it's the second wave of the set, so there's a lot of clean face. The wave can feel the reef and kind of suck out and get glassy. Oh, come out of that.
Oh, he missed the little doggy. It's funny, whenever you touch the lip out here, it's so punchy. It really throws you on your toes, and that's exactly what happened here. Slipped on the bottom turn, actually. So just maybe a little unforeseen skip of the fins.
I think his foot maybe, when he comes off that first turn and see what happens with his foot, because look how fast he's going. He might be a little bit on his heel right here out to the rail, but he recovered well. And then see, that's where you can see there was a little bit of a deep spot, then a shallow spot on the reef.
Pocket, but what you give up for, you gain in speed from a quad, especially in a straight line from A to B, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that was a nothing wave. I think Wade knew it, so he just kind of threw the board. I thought it was going to go more to turns in the pocket, and I sort of think the thruster. Whoa! Oh, I thought you had that.
A little more reliable.
A little more reliable, a little more predictable, but you did see me kind of mess up one or two waves and let the fins completely drift out.
Wade Carmichael hammering away at the lip there, catches the outside rail, but no harm, no foul. He is going to remain in second place. Jessi Mendes, just 30 seconds remaining. Mendes still needing a 5.93. Well, the favorite in this heat, Owen Wright, fulfilled that, and he is moving on into the round of 32 along with Wade Carmichael.